At some point, she's going to enter, and it'll be funny.
Okay, we're live. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, one and all. So yeah, we're gonna work on an introduction eventually.
No, the intro is kind of easy. Just be like, "This is Peter, and I'm Allison, and we're here to bring you comic art and talk." See,
Making comics and art. That's
yeah,
name.
making comics and art and
um,
talking about nothing.
yes,
Yes.
yes. But yeah, let's see. I got more subscribers. That's from yesterday's episode. So thank you for all the new subscribers. Keep watching those past episodes. So my watch hours can go up, and eventually I can upgrade,
We get super
become
chats.
part of the YouTube, yeah, super chats and all that jazz. So yeah, that's cool. And the watch hours are going up. For a very strange thing. I track the numbers loosely, and for no reason whatsoever, I'd be getting negative views, like negative 22, 30 views. But yeah,
That's weird.
some days in the past couple, I've been getting some negative views, and I think it's like maybe it's YouTube recalculating, like miscount or something going on. But that's happened a couple times.
Huh.
Um, Not sure, because like every time like I watch my YouTube page and go check out there, like I do notice like the views on videos are even like they went a couple, and so I'm not sure how well there's just maybe it's a recent development or maybe it's always gone on and I noticed previously, but strange things going on.
Well,
But nothing's perfect. Even computers are not perfect. Um,
no, computers have a mind of their own, no matter what people say.
yeah. um, but what else? Just I've been the
Oh, are we?
accountability EJB.
Yes, we got
Yeah,
Let's
got
see.
people.
Maybe it's when we're playing the stream backwards. Check for hidden messages. Yes, because you know Satan is real. Oh, let's see. We got. Hey Pete, can make a suggestion for better quality with
Indeed.
StreamYard. If you hardwire your computer to router, it will be better. Yes, that is very true. That's actually how mine's set up.
I
I'm hardwired in.
so is mine. So if there's no quality on my end, it's because of the tornadoes.
Yeah,
Like you were
because we
saying,
were fine before.
yeah, like I don't have the most powerful computer or internet, but it's literally the best I can do. Like I'm directly connected to the router. Router is kind of right above me, so it can't possibly be closer.
Well, close. Yeah, that doesn't matter when you're wired in because you can have as long as your cable's like less than 250 feet, you're fine. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
won't have any
yeah.
real loss. You won't have signal loss.
But yeah, so like I was doing hang out with some friends. So I've been doing the accountability hangout with Zoe Bone, and we've included another member, my friend Rand Bishop, um, who some people might know from Walk of New York fame.
Hmm.
Um, And yeah, I wasn't. I probably
that would suck for wireless.
That's right. As far as I know, D's quality is sharp, so it doesn't seem to matter as 3 were. But yeah, I might have before, but I wasn't sure that Zoe wanted more people to our sort of accountability, but she was up for it. And Randy messaged me a couple days ago. I had some questions about things, and it just popped in my mind to ask him if he wanted to join us. And he was like, sure. And I asked Zoe, and she was like, sure. So for the past 2 days, the 3 of us have gotten together, and it's good. It's been good.
That's good.
Actually, like, if you want to join us, you know, I don't want to overburden you or anything, but like, you know, you can join us in the meetings.
Looks like you're just having audio problems right now. Yeah, your video looks okay.
Yeah, I mean, that seems to be more of an issue, the audio.
I don't know if you're frozen or not.
No, I'm still active.
Yeah,
audio is great.
If it's audio, then
I checked. I don't know. Like, I could and because
yep, that makes sense. Thank you very much. Yeah, try to. I said I have the benefits of I have a high power computer. I have a really good microphone, and I have decent internet. I also live in an area that's, well, if anything went down, I get repaired the quickest. So living next to a hospital has some advantages. Yeah, Deed has an idea. It could just be a loose plug or something.
The plug is fine. I checked it.
That sounds so much better.
My audio should be better. I changed a thing, but I still have audio dropping out. So
yeah. I'm using his
streaming
through a web page, so it's using my connection to the page and then out. Like, I shouldn't be going down into his computer and out, because that would be a really dumb way to configure it. But yeah, that sounded so much better, Pete.
Yeah. But it's currently rain here. Sometimes that also has an effect. One day I'll have better internet and better everything.
I got an idea. Move out of Kansas.
Audio better.
Better. Much better.
Better.
Find the better, please.
Yeah. But yeah, you know.
Well, I was actually thinking about switching over to Restream, and then we could stream to your channel and to like my Twitch channel and stuff. It's all for free. Blame the cats. It's always the cat's fault.
I can't blame the kitties. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna share my other camera for a second.
Please do.
I have to move. Let's see. There we go. Here's my little baby sleeping. That's Crash.
I want Crash.
Yeah, the Crash is a baby.
Oh, so cute. I remember when they're so cute. Then they grow up. It's kind of like children.
Yeah. I actually took Crash outside today because eventually I'm going to feel comfortable to let him out on his own. But I went out with him and showed him the outside around here, and he had a fun old time. Some of my other cats were out and they're kind of chasing each other a little.
Yeah, my two are indoor cats. So, mine would have a problem with local wildlife and, well, cars. So, living in a main drag.
Yeah, definitely cars. What kind of other animals are around you?
Typical things you find in a small city like this: coyotes, foxes, people. So, hawks, owls.
Wow.
You
I don't have any of that I know of.
don't have any coyotes or anything? That's kind of weird.
Well, we're not. I'm not. It's a small town, but it's like 10,000 people, and not
Well, coyotes
on the
live
end.
anywhere. Coyotes live anywhere.
Hmm?
They don't. A coyote can
Yeah.
live anywhere. They don't care. It's kind of like generally you don't see deer, so you don't see them as much. Like around here, the coyote mixed bred with wolves. They're usually referred to as coy wolves. And they're was it they'll stay away from humans, but your pet's are fair game. And you will see them in the city and stuff. You're more likely to see foxes because the fox can live anywhere, and generally speaking, not be noticed. And they'll scavenge. They'll also go for rodents and things. Coyote will too, but they're both opportunity hunters. So I literally have an owl that lives in the tree right outside my window by my bed. I hear them regularly at night.
I have yet to hear an owl. A woodpecker. Like we've had a woodpecker here.
Yeah, woodpeckers are.
Birds. We've had crows here previously. I haven't seen or heard from them in a long time.
We have crows. I think every place has crows.
We have plenty of dogs.
Oh, they had lots of dogs. Let's see. How long have I been an artist? Let's see. I started drawing and painting as a little child. Kind of, playing with watercolor and stuff like that. I really got into drawing what I consider it a hobby when I was in 4th grade. Forget exactly how old I was. But that's when I really got into drawing. And that's because a bunch of my friends were into it, and I thought it was cool that they could draw. So I started teaching myself how to do it. And I wanted to draw comic strips. So, because I thought it'd be cool to have like a Sunday comic or something like that. Because I loved Calvin Hobbes and I loved Garfield and a few other strips I read. I basically read the entire comic strip page, but mostly just remember Calvin Hobbes and Garfield. Foxtrot, maybe. So I wanted to do that stuff. And I always kind of read comic books, much to my mother's chagrin. And from there, I found Spider-Man. And in the late 80s, it'd be like 89 or so, I discovered Todd McFarlane. And then I wanted to draw Spider-Man. So pretty much from that point on, I wanted to draw comics. Actually, now if I had the choice, I'd probably want to draw Spider-Gwen because I think she's cooler. Her costume is just awesome.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
fun.
basically my journey as an artist. I really refined my art around 2018. Like I really started to take my art much more seriously. So
Anything in particular to set that off? Or?
well, I've always wanted to draw comics. I knew that I had issues with drawing. Like, my anatomy really sucked. My perspective was terrible. Basically, it was from there, and I reached out to a friend. I asked him for help. Oh, he became a friend, but I reached out to someone. I asked for help. He then made a personalized video for me, broke down everything that was wrong with my art, pointed out some of the things that it was good that I was doing good with, um, and told me basically how to go about fixing things.
Nice.
And I then spent 2 or 3 months just focusing on the absolute basics of everything, just shape design on everything. To the point that if I look at an object, I see the shape, like the different shapes that make it now, rather than just the
Yeah.
object. So, and from there, I was able to go back and really fix my art and kind of get myself to the point that I think I'm publishable. Well, I know I am. Dave Finch told me I was. So that's kind of high praise. When he reviewed my art, he's just like, I got nothing. It's fine. He had one very, very minor nitpick, and I caught it before he even said it. I was like, oh, I have a tangent right there. And then I fixed it. So,
Uh,
but yeah, so. But yeah, so from there, and I still have a very good relationship with my mentor, as it were. So I have a lot of respect for him. I think I've come out and said it before, but it's Rob Dunas from Sketchcraft. So,
right. It was amazing.
yeah, and my style definitely takes elements from his art style. I mean, he's super stylized with his art, and I like the more kind of cartoony look to things. Like I was entertaining the
Right.
notion of trying to do the Top Cow talent hunt thing that they put out, and I'm like, I bet I could do it. I bet I could make it
Right.
look really cool. They'll probably never hire me. So,
Yeah. I mean, somebody, a friend of mine, somebody I know, mentioned that. I was like, they do it every year, as far as I know. Like,
yeah, they do.
first time they did. Yeah. Um, and like, it's like, yeah, you go for that. That's a thing. Like, or you could just work on your own book, or like,
Well,
because
my only thought
it's
with it was
highly
it could be,
competitive.
yeah. My only thought with this could be fun to try. That was more of my line of thinking.
Right. Right.
Like I'm under no
Yeah. If you get
impression that I would
time.
get hired. So,
It's like I did a drawing of Witchblade. So I've been doing these
yeah, your sketch a
just every
days.
day.
Yeah, I've been following.
Yeah. And I did one on Witchblade, and I was like, I would kill, ink a book for Tom Cow. Maybe one day.
Yeah, Witchblade is I mean, she's mostly naked, and
Yeah.
then she has all the stuff. And it's like there's a lot of lines there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I barely scratched the surface of what people do with her costume, and it's like, man, like that is a lot of work. For the penciler. For an anchor, it would be like fun just to go in there and noodle
Oh yeah,
all the
noodle that
lines
thing
that are. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be very cool.
Yeah.
Just from where is it? I'm gonna bring it up again. I don't have it open right now. So this Where's that? Okay, so I can see things. There we go. Like with this right here. I mean,
Right.
I'm very happy with this piece, but this is me trying to do the Top Cow style, basically. You know, well, specifically trying to do Mike Turner. And as a was it what's the word I'm looking for? As an exercise, it was fun. And I think it came out good. I don't want to draw like this all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you. Raven is one of my favorite characters. Basically, her and the Spider family. But she was a lot of fun to draw, and I've had a good time putting in all these crazy lines. But now, like inking them, that's a pain in the ass. So,
yeah, I mean, it's a style of what you normally do. But yeah, like Dee says, very nice.
I definitely appreciate that.
You should just do a drawing of Raven in your style, because I mean that's mostly what I've seen of Raven is a simplified drawing.
Yeah, a lot of people do they're inspired by the cartoon version of her, and I have this story in my head that I would love to do with Raven. That being said, I have my own version of Raven, so if I need to, I could probably do it with her. But I've had this idea in my head for years for something to do with Raven. That would be a lot of fun. And I was loosely kind of doing it with this. Like I built it as a comic book to do, and I was thinking maybe I'll just kind of, do something with that. Maybe I'll just do it myself as a fan thing, but I never really get past it. So I did this, and I was like, "This is fun to do," and that was it.
Yeah.
Eileen Weaver, you little bitch in there with that raw tech. Yeah. I don't think I got the YouTube open right now. Yes, sir.
I can get it.
You got it?
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can get it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool.
All right. Yeah, we've been having a spam chat.
Yep. Eileen's a little. I like the partial finish look. Well, thank you. It's kind of neat. I mean, it's fun to do that. I mean, the reported even better. But yeah, the yep, everyone is. But spam bots, yeah, I've noticed that in a lot of different chats and things that been spam bots really going around. Specifically with that Vertech thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
they love us.
Yeah, we keep getting them. Well, like my friend Rob got them in his stream the other day. I was hanging out with him, and I was hanging out with Making Star Wars the other day too, and they got it. And was it Jason who runs that stream? He's like, I should just make Alison a mod. I'm like, yeah, you should, and I'll just take care of these things while you're chatting. Oh, yep. Oh. We all are. Yep, everybody's getting them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Stupid spam.
Well, like I mentioned before, it's like I always used to get them, like comments on a video.
Stay busy lately.
That was a pain in the ass.
For months lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should do a Raven in my own style. That would be kind of cool. I haven't drawn Raven like on my own for her in quite a while. One day I really want to finish this.
Right. Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's a cool piece.
had a lot of fun with this.
I mean, I prefer the Ghost Rider, but
Oh, I'm gonna do Johnny
it's nice.
My goal was to do 4 pieces, and like the next one I was gonna do was gonna be Johnny Blaze because he's my
Right.
favorite Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get this a bit more done, and one of the big things was the chain that I have going around here was going to wrap through all of the different pieces.
Nice.
But and then break it up that I could sell like each one of the pieces on its own, or you could buy all 4 and they're connected.
Yeah.
So, like, I want to do them all up in color and everything, and kind of go from there.
It's funny. When he was really working for Marvel heavily, he worked on a lot of Punisher and he worked on a lot of Ghost Rider. So at conventions, he like sign his name things and draw a little skull.
That makes sense.
It represented, yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's either one of them.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So yeah, I thought of the topic that we have for today.
Yeah, best place to get indie comics, right?
Yeah, the number place to get indie comics, which is no number one place to get indie comic news or anything.
Oh, news and stuff.
Back
Yeah,
in
that changes things.
Well, even just to buy them, there's no one place necessarily.
No, I mean, everything's very focused on what you'd want to get and hear from with indie comics. Like,
yeah,
you kind of got to see who's showing up on what show, and then what are they promoting. Deed wants you to jiggle the cord again, which they're right. Dee Dee would jiggle the cord again. I think it's Dee. I don't know. Dee.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Dee.
That's what I figured.
I know. She's an old friend. Maybe my headset. Maybe that's a factor.
Yeah, I think it's the headset. Well, hope he didn't disconnect completely. Yeah. I'm thinking about it. Let's go and darken this line a bit. Yeah, I think we lost him. Come back, Peter. We need you. Well, that means I'm taking over. God help you all. Oh. Let's continue the conversation a little bit. Oh, he's come back in. He's coming in, and maybe we have him. And it's Zoe with all the
Yeah.
Arterinos. Yes. Yes, the cord get over wiggled.
So I'm back, right? You can
Yes,
hear
you're
me?
back.
You can see me?
No, we can't hear you at
Okay,
all.
good.
No.
Okay, good.
I'm in charge. God help you all. But yeah, the Oh, you sound better though.
Thanks. You know, I took a breath mint now.
That explains it.
No, yeah. I took the cord out and replaced it, and I changed the setting, and that's when I get disconnected. So I just came back, and yeah, you know, everything's temporary. I know.
Yep. I figured you'd be back. I mean, you made the room, so you should be able to get into it. Unless I lock it.
Yeah. Put me in timeout.
I'll put Peter in timeout. Excuse me here.
He's been bad. Put him in time.
He's been a bad boy. Okay, now it's starting to get weird. All right. But yeah,
Anyway,
so when it
indie
comes to like indie books and where to get them, it really is like who's on what show and like where do you want to listen to things.
Yeah.
Like Alterna's really good at promoting indie artists and stuff with their Monday night show.
Open mic night.
Yeah, their open mic night.
Yeah.
And then they promote all their regular artists. And you know, regularly they have shows with them. And Didi, what page number are you on, Pete?
I'm normally, so this is issue 2, page 16.
Excellent.
So yeah, let me. I'll just do a close up on me.
Yes.
So people can check out. It's just a mostly character page.
I like the art
not
style.
even sure who to. Yeah. You know it. I like it too. You know, his people are a little strange. That's fine. Yeah. But there's aliens in this story, so they look more normal. And yeah, I'm having fun with it. So Johnny Lops's Slam Jam is a sneak peek. We'll be putting together. I invited Zoe and Randy to next Thursday. Yeah, we're having a year-end blowout episode. So everybody's invited. So that should be fun.
Yep, should be good. That'll be a fun time. That'll be the big hangout stream.
Yep. And of course, I'll probably get crashing, kicked out, and have to come back and all sorts of things.
Well, you know. Nobody's perfect.
Yes. But yeah, there are a lot of streamers. I mean, most of the streamers I know have guests on. That's like more and more of a common thing, especially since COVID, because everybody is going a little stir crazy, and this whole wave of people started having other guests on, like my channel. It's strange.
Yeah. Well, it's like how I got
But
really into the indie group as a whole. It started with COVID mainly. I was friends with was it Tyler over at Draw and Talk? I made friends with him.
right, right,
So I thought he was, goofy and fun. So, his shows were always amusing.
yeah,
But then I met Jimmy Reyes,
yep,
and like that was before it was page one, and now it's just back to Jimmy Reyes' art. Um, but yeah, I was with the page one crowd a lot. I wasn't part of the page one crowd, but I was with them all the time for a while. Then I kind of branched out from there.
yeah,
Started hanging out with you.
yeah.
Oh, yep.
I mean, you appear in a lot of places. I mean,
I'm on the alternate stuff a lot. Well, the one of the other fun things about, like, I also have my own Twitch channel, which I've been neglecting. But yeah, whatever. That's one of the reasons I want to like use Restream or something that we can connect to my Twitch stream at the same time. Double broadcast. Oh, but yeah, so
that's actually a good idea. Where we're on different channels, like
yeah,
not only
can,
just, reach different people and
Yep. So I was thinking about doing that, and I thought it'd be a good idea to use both and kind of go, we both stream together and all that other stuff, and we just do it across all things. Jeff, let's see. Known, what was it? Okay, yeah, known Pete since the first Artcasters with Jeff.
Jeff Lafferty. So
okay.
Artcast is it's a show that the current iteration of hosts just 300 not too long ago. 300.
Yeah, I think I know who they. I think I've seen their. Actually, I think I'm subscribed to them on YouTube.
So Scott Serkin and Joshua Kim are the main host.
Yep, I definitely know who they are. Yeah, I follow the Artcasters. So I know I've watched more than one thing by them. But yeah, that's kind of how I got more into the indie crowd. I mean, I've always been friends with a bunch of the local artists, like the Boston Comic Society or Network or something. I did some stuff with the Comic Artists Guild for a while.
Right. Yeah, was part of them.
Yep. And let's see. I'm friends with a bunch of local artists around here, like Ian Nichols and Jay Kennedy and stuff like that. And like Ian's done stuff like IDW, and he does the Tick, and he works for the group that does like Rhode Island Comic Con and stuff like that. He's like their lead artist and stuff. He designs like all their posters and things.
Right.
Oh. But yeah, so
that reminds me, I had somebody come to me a one-day convention in E-Town. E-Town is like a town. It's maybe 45 minutes. Elizabethtown. It's a pretty famous town. And I've never been there. I didn't know they did comic conventions, but this guy has something.
You're breaking up
I have
a lot.
to check my schedule.
Oh, Dee Dee, gonna run. Well, it was nice to hang out, Dee Dee. Come back anytime. Love to have you, even with Peter sounding like a robot.
Yes. Sorry.
That is what it is.
Let me know when I'm better. Am I
better now?
Better?
Yep.
Okay, better now. Just saying that, like, I never even heard of a comic convention in town, so I'm definitely interested to check my schedule, things. But I've been to Louisville. I've been to Lexington. Here specifically in Kentucky.
Hmm.
They're big, small conventions. So that would be fun.
Yeah. I've done Boston Comic Con, I've done Rhode Island Comic Con. I did Space one year with my friend Rick. That was a good time. It's up in Ohio. That was specifically, small press and everything, so that was kind of neat.
Yep. The whole space means small
Small press
press.
says something. It's a really nice convention.
You only get yeah. Totally.
Let's see. Mice. That's kind of a good one. That's the Massachusetts Independent Creative Expo. Independent Comic Expo. That's it. And they're really good. Along with a bunch of other smaller cons around here and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Used
I
to be
mean,
the
I'm
small con
from
that Ian and I did for a while. It was like at a Knights of Columbus.
New York. Is I'm originally from New York, as some people know, and I've been to all the New York conventions, even way back. Bill Suing and mini cons, New York Comic Con, and Big Apple Con.
Oh yeah, I've done New York Comic Con more than once.
Yeah,
That's a fun con. Yes.
yeah.
Now we know space.
Space.
It's a fun con. I went out there with my friends Rick and EJ.
I used to go to Philly years ago. Philly Con. Those were cool. That was like a bus ride from New York. We used to go together with friends.
That makes sense. I haven't been to Philly in years.
Me either.
I was dating someone who lived down there for a while. Didn't turn out well.
Yeah.
It's one hell of a commute too. I was driving from Boston area to Philly.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
That's a lot. The convention, really fun, really nice people running it. I don't remember names, but this is years ago.
Let's see. I know some cons. Most of them are out on good behavior. That's good to know. We had to get that joke in there. Yeah, we kind of opened ourselves for that one, I guess.
Gibran, welcome. That's a Gibran thing.
Oh, fine. That's funny.
He's definitely a bad boy.
Oh, yeah. So is he a con himself?
He con himself.
Yeah. I don't hold it against anybody.
Actually, I will definitely be at Heroes Con this year. Well, next year. Which is June, the end of June. Be my first time at Heroes Con, and I'll be going with my friend Andy Bishop. Wrote his book, Hawk of New York. We should be done. Fingers crossed, everything goes well with it. And I'll also have kind of my book, Retro, by then. So
that'll be great. Where's Heroes Con?
Heroes Con is Charlotte, Virginia. So really excited. Yeah.
I want to do Baltimore at some point.
I think I did Baltimore. Yeah, I've been to Baltimore. Again, years and years ago. I haven't done a lot of convention in the last 10 years. Some stuff here and there, not, but Kentucky and Virginia. What's it? Something in Virginia. Uh, One of the small cons, I think.
Mm.
But yeah, once year, I'm definitely going to be at Heroes Convention. Not planning anything else. Like I said, I might do the 1 day E-Town convention. But next year is going to be about me finishing off like 12 different books. So the following year should be a big convention year.
Yeah, my intention
So
is
I'll
to get
stuff
Nightmare
out.
done. Nightmare done next year, and get it crowdfunded and everything, and printed, and then be all out and back to the races on conventions. So yeah,
Yeah, that'll be cool.
that's great. So I keep reacting to you out loud, like you can hear me. Well, Zoe, if you want to jump in, I mean, we could make it happen.
You're welcome. Make it happen.
I have to step away for a sec. Use the bathroom.
Okay.
I will be right back. Just gonna...
So yeah, along the lines of where people find independent comics online, news about them, find like we were mentioning, like there's definitely plenty of views. Clam Jam next week. Clam Jam. Um, yes, I mean Clam Jam next Thursday from now. So people won't know what that is, but we'll explain it, I guess. But yeah, it's like I tried following comic book websites, and I just can't follow them for any length of period of time. What happened to my? Yeah, comic book websites cover everything across the board. So it's like comic book news, and it's movie news, and streaming news, and toy news, and game news, and it's so much less about the comics and the comic creator that I really don't get to get often. Only if there's something very specific I want to know about, then I'll happen across a comic book website. But for the most part, it's not this. And that's my 2 cents on that. But yeah, growing up and working in comics in the 90s, there was, as I mentioned previously, Wizard magazine was amazing. If somewhat biased, but isn't everything a little bit? And the comics now, I loved reading for the most part, from cover to cover. This stuff I wasn't interested in. Anything to do with speculation, definitely. Anything to do with, hey, this is how we draw this character's costume, or what movie star will play this character in their movie. Like ridiculous stuff. It's like, That's all speculative. That's all like get to the real stuff. But yeah, they would definitely be fans of Image, which um, much more than they already were. At my place, there is a void. Is that because of Alison non-camera page? I'm making glass. But yeah, Wizard magazine was definitely fun, and it was really popular, and we could find it everywhere. Comic Journal, not nearly as many copies around, but I tell you, the one thing, it always, the subject matter, really like the interview of that month's issue, or what the issue focused on was important to whether I picked up the latest copy or not. But if it had a creator interview of somebody I was interested in, I would definitely pick it up, and more than likely it would take me a week to read an interview on the Comics Journal pages, because they did like 80-page interviews, and it was like insane. It was like essentially I'd read a little one day, a little the next day, and so on until I get through the interview. But they had amazing interviews. I consider my interviews kind of like late night talk show host interviews. It's like, hey,
sorry about that.
No problem.
Took me a bit to. I had an MS issue, so this took a little bit longer than typical.
MS sucks at all. So I was talking about, like, Wiz magazine I liked picking up back in the day, Comics Journal, interviews, but they was like, they was super long. Took me a week to read interviews in their books.
Yeah, Comics Journal was huge.
Yeah.
It's like a newspaper, too.
It was.
Yeah, it was neat. I miss the Comics Journal. I don't know if they still do it. No, Wizard is long since dead.
There's a Comic Journal website, but I'm not too sure about their content. I've flipped through it recently, but
yeah, I haven't checked them out recently. What is it, you? What is it? Yes, you. You, do you want attention? Do you want to be on TV? Do you want to be on YouTube? Oh, he's so cute.
He's so sweet.
My lovable little pain in the ass.
Givern says, I picked up an 80s Rocks book this week. That's a character from Heavy Metal Days, I believe.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. Crazy.
Getting the end of screen treats early. Tell him hi. Well, Zoe says hi. You little.
And EJB were also photocopy zines that covered small press release. Yeah, I mean, you could.
That goes back to like the 70s and stuff, 60s and 70s.
Yeah, most definitely. That's fair, though. It's like maybe you can find a couple of issues of one thing or another.
Because John Byrne, he did he was working on like the zines and stuff. Way
I
back in
think
the
the
day.
first thing I saw was he was in some, but it was his robot. I forget his robot's name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure
Yeah, I
what that
watched
was, but
an interview with him. No, not an interview, like a documentary on him, a web documentary somebody did, and it went through everything that he worked on, and it was pretty cool.
I'll search it out.
Yeah, it's on YouTube someplace. Somebody broke it down, did like his whole career and stuff. And I used to pretty much buy any piece of art that he, if he was working on a book, I'd buy the book.
Yeah, it's he's done some covers for my friend Joe Martino because Joe's a big John fan, and I was working on Shadow Flame, Ripper Man, a couple of things, and John Byrne did a double, like a front cover spread on Shadow Flame trade that John Byrne did. It was really nice.
No, that'd be cool.
He's still so good. Like he blows away so many current creators. Even
Yeah, no, he's still good. I don't really follow him anymore because he's said some kind of stupid things with the LGBT community, LGBTQIA, as my friend puts it, rainbow people. So yeah. He said some things about that, and I don't really want to get into it, but he said some kind of nasty things. So
right.
I don't follow him anymore because of that, but I will definitely say he's an amazing artist. Oh, hey, how's everybody doing? Oh, yeah, Brianna, we are doing good.
Hey, Brianna. Welcome.
Another day. More art.
Yeah. Put this question out there, like, currently, where do you, meaning you in chat later, if you're watching this later, then drop a comment below the video. Where creators, new books, news about indie comics overall? Like, do you go to websites? Do you just like follow a specific creator who talks about other creators all the time, or no? Like, where do you get your stuff?
Yeah, I'd be kind of curious to hear where people are getting their stuff. That would be really interesting. I mean, I definitely can say Pop does great work with promoting indie people.
Yeah. That's true.
His stream's pretty fun.
Yeah. And there's a lot more creators, like we're saying, like, they're out there promoting other people. Yeah, the names escape me when I try to think about it, but
Jimmy Reyes used to do it every Saturday. He'd have people on like a hangout stream and like promotion stuff. I think he still does promotion stuff. He'll have people on. He'll promote their work and things.
I saw that he's doing work for John Malin.
Yeah, he's inking for John Malin, I think, right now.
Yep. Yeah.
So. Madison Twitter often following a lot of creators to promote each other. Let's see. So Brianna does the Madness. That's Pop, right? Pop stream the Madness. Someone down.
Yeah. Comic.
Yeah. Yeah. He has Madness in it. And Twitter often following a lot of creators that promote each other. Yeah, I use Twitter for the same thing to kind of promote and all that. If I see something I'm following or not, I'll share it. So yeah, makes perfect sense.
I definitely try to follow a lot of comic people on Twitter. I don't necessarily like go to my feed a lot. If somebody tags me in a post, I'll retweet it or whatever.
Hmm.
Twitter is definitely good and stuff.
Twitter is it's an interesting cesspool.
It can be,
Uh,
but
no, I do.
but it's like I've heard so much recent hate on Facebook. As far as it's none of my stuff seen or just like
There we go.
harder to do stuff there.
Facebook is its own unique cesspool.
Yeah. It's like well, I'll use this stuff that's available, especially if I don't have to pay for it. Until it really has no return. Like Facebook still does it, gives me a return on what I so.
Yeah, I mean, this is what it is. I mean, I use Facebook more than I use Twitter, but that's mainly because of I like their interface a little bit better. I do use Twitter semi-regularly. I check at least once a day, usually more. Just to kind of see where things are at and stuff, and I share stuff out that looks cool that comes across my feed. Comment on things.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Instagram is great. Following artists. Yeah. And that's good to track down new creators and new comics and people find you now and you go check them out.
Was it Sean Gordon Murphy just put out a was it Beyond the White Knight for Batman, and it looks so good. His drawing of Batman Beyond.
I saw that.
Oh.
Yep.
I would use the Book of Faces, but the darn platforms keeps logging me out and then claiming I'm a robot, which grows fast. Yeah, that would turn me off pretty quickly too. I wouldn't use the platform at all for that if that was happening.
Yep. I know too many people who have lost account on Facebook and had trouble with Facebook. I had trouble with Facebook, but I that day is coming at some point.
Yeah, I haven't had any real issues with Facebook myself, so I've made an ass of myself in a few groups on occasion, but that's my own fun.
Yeah.
Even then, it's not comics related. It's even better.
Yep. A friend of mine is saying LinkedIn is a growing site, but even though I pretty much I'm on Facebook every day, I'm on Twitter every day, I'm on Instagram every day, I'm on YouTube every day. For those days that I'm working and focused on doing things, and I'm on Instagram every day. I mean, not Instagram. I'm on LinkedIn every day. But I don't see it as replacing any others or being the hub of comic makers. Because it was originally created as a business site where you can get jobs and blah blah blah. And you can use it to your next book or whatever. But I just share stuff out there. Frankly, I think I'll do more time there. And it's always like who like my friend Zoe who mentioned that. So yeah, if you
Well,
really
before-
wanted it to that, then
Yeah. Let's see. We've been going a little bit over an hour, and I think we've wanted to conserve our free time, so we probably want to call it here. Because we want to do that
Okay.
big show, right?
Yep. Yeah. All the links are in the video description box. Become friends. Follow us across the interwebs. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel.
Like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon, check out the doobly-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah, check out all of our stuff. And, yeah, I would say have
check
a
us
great
out
day. Every day, 4 p.m. That's my friend, Kayla. All right.